WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160, and good morning to you. Today is Manufacturing Day across Indiana County and maybe even beyond Indiana County. Rich, is it beyond Indiana County too?
It is national, actually.
National?
Yes, sir.
Wow, how about that? Our conversation with Rich Steele from Miller Fabrication Solutions is brought to you by Marcus & Mack, voted Best Personal Injury Law Firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. So you guys are taking part in this. I remember a Manufacturing Day that we celebrated a little bit earlier in a previous year, and we had you folks in. I think it was right after you took over at the plant in Homer City along Route 119. How many years have you been there now?
We've been in Homer City since 2007.
Wow.
So that facility probably went online in 2008 after FMC consolidated and moved out. FMC was one of our customers, and we had the opportunity to purchase that facility. Miller's started in Brookville, Pennsylvania, up in Jefferson County. And at the time, we had around 500 employees out of 2 facilities in Brookville, and was kind of really running into some labor constraints. And Miller's had the opportunity to expand and kind of enter into a little bit of a different labor market. And so they purchased that facility in 2007.
And obviously the workforce is expanding, so you're doing well.
We are a growing company. We obviously have the need for more workers, whether you're a welder, a machinist, a painter. We have a lot of utility positions, a lot of HR to engineering to quality, really across the board. We are a growing company with a strong demand, and we always have the need to continue to bring in more talent.
Well, the aim of Manufacturing Day is to show off a little bit what manufacturing is all about at each of our manufacturing facilities that are taking part in Manufacturing Day. You are, and one of the ways you do that is you're offering tours today?
We are from 8:30 to 1:30. Our facilities are open at 57 Cooper Avenue. Feel free to stop by, and we have several people prepared to give you a tour of our facility. You'll kind of see what we do, the parts that we produce, how we produce them, meet some of our employees. And a lot of people are surprised about what is happening right here in their local community that they're not even aware of. And our parts really go all over the world. We are a metal fabricator, so we cut metal, we weld metal, we machine metal, we paint it, and then our parts go into aerial lifts, man lifts, into a lot of construction equipment, into locomotives, and again, you'd find our parts all around the world.
Yeah, and you're right. People would be amazed at what goes on there. The intricacy of it is what always amazes me, because you see how precise you have to be in manufacturing some of these pieces and parts, because it has to be the absolute right dimensions, the right weights, the right materials in order to make what you make a viable part of a larger machine. And so you get into that. Now, you do lean manufacturing. You're the director of the lean manufacturing. What's that about?
Yeah, so lean manufacturing is just kind of really a methodology around how do we work more efficiently? How do we drive out our manufacturing waste? How do we engage our employees for improvement ideas to where we're here to make parts, obviously, and to get parts to our customers, but also to develop more skilled people and to have a work environment where people feel that they're contributing to something larger than just making a part. And so we started lean at the end of 2012. We were coming out of the recession. We had a huge growth spurt there, and we were struggling really to satisfy our customer needs both in delivery and quality. And so our president at the time, Davey Miller, second generation president, brought in a lean consultant, and we started down this lean journey a little over 10 years ago. And they call it a journey because it's something that we will pursue forever. We'll never be perfect. We'll never drive out all of these wastes. There's 7 of them. Transportation, we have inventory, motion of the workers, waiting, whether that's people waiting, machines waiting, customers waiting. And then are we overproducing, producing more than what our customers need? And that also could be an internal customer. Are we doing more than what the customer wants us to do to the part? That's overprocessing. Then, of course, defects or rework, are all part of that waste category that we work really hard to eliminate or definitely minimize.
So it's a fine-tuning process, but in order to get to the fine-tuning aspect of it, you have to really take an overall look at what exactly is going on in each area in which you're involved, and so it's an interesting type of way that you approach it. I like the whole idea of it.
Yeah, we bring employees into a conference room or into an area, and we do what we call a value stream map, and that's where we really map out every step that it takes that part to go through from a customer order until we ship the part and receive money back for it. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times, people don't understand what happens upstream or downstream from their day-to-day work. And so that's really eye-opening, and that also really prompts a lot of good ideas and discussion around, how might we do this differently? Mm-hmm. Where do we need to make the improvements? And so we have different tools like that we use quite often: value stream mapping, process mapping. There's changeover reduction. There's building quality into the processes, so we can't make mistakes. We are human beings, and so even the best employees will attempt to do something wrong. So we build quality into the processes, so that it's just a kind of a reminder, hey, you can't do it that way, or you can't put the part on backwards, and so forth. So it really gets involved, and you can take it as far as you need to get the right level of improvements.
Rich Steele is with us this morning. He's from Miller Fabrication Solutions in the Homer City area. And for folks who don't know, I'm sure that there are tons of people who still just refer to it as the FMC plant. And you're okay with that because you know who you are. And you're actually, in addition to the tours today in the open house, you're doing a job fair as well, aren't you?
We do job fairs quite often. I'm not sure when the next one is scheduled,
okay.
But we are out and about. We were a couple weeks ago at the Hoodlebug parade and stuff. We were doing some job fair activities there, and sponsoring that. But yeah, we're out and about in the community because we do need more employees.
Always looking for people.
Always looking for good people.
Sure. All right. And maybe somebody comes and sees what you do today and says, well, that's for me.
Yeah, we actually have a couple people signed up today who are just looking for employment. So they had registered to do a walkthrough and tour and kind of learn more about who we are. And
that's
we'll
a good
see
approach.
Where that goes.
That's a good approach.
Sure.
Now, manufacturing in Indiana County, you are one of many manufacturers here in Indiana County, and of course, the Indiana County Center for Economic Operations is a great resource for you, and you're a great resource for them as well. Do the manufacturers within your industry and your associated industries, I'm assuming you communicate a lot around the whole idea of manufacturing the parts and the pieces that you do, and to keep up with everything that's going on within the industry. You can't fall behind.
Yeah, I'm actually on a board. I'm what they call an industry champion, to where there's 80 plus companies that are signed up, and once a quarter we get together, and there's an agenda, but we just simply talk about what are some of the common concerns, issues, challenges that are out there, whether we're talking about a metal manufacturer or a light bulb manufacturer or a sawmill, whatever it might be. A lot of businesses have these commonalities, these issues that we're trying to manage and get ahead of, and so there are avenues like that we certainly want to participate in and sponsor, and just be a resource to this county and to Jefferson County to help other companies, and certainly for us to gain knowledge from others as well for what's working, what's not working, just so that we all can create a place here in Indiana County that people want to come. They want to live. They want to raise a family. They know they can find good careers, good opportunities, and get everything that they want out of life, and hit those goals that they have for themselves and their families.
So 2007, you decide to come here to Indiana County. That's not a decision that is arrived at lightly. There's a great investment that is needed in order for you to do such a thing. And so the folks at Miller must have recognized the quality of life here in Indiana County, the infrastructure that is available, which is improving since 2007. Of course, the highway construction here in the county, and so all of these things come together. It's a pretty good working environment in Indiana County, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if you like the outdoors, if you like to hunt, you like to fish, you like to hike. I think we got even the food is getting better. I think you got a good food scene here where Go out and have a good meal with your family. It's just good living. I know of me personally, I've had the privilege of traveling the world. I was in the Marine Corps and have traveled for business and so forth, and I still find that Western PA right here in Indiana and Jefferson County is some of the best places to live in the world. And so I'm thankful that I'm able to have a job here and to raise a family here, and I look forward to many years in the future.
It is Manufacturing Day, and can people still get on board to take a tour today?
Absolutely. Yeah, you can just pop over at 57 Cooper Avenue. And I said we'll be doing tours until about 1:30. Tours half hour, 45 minutes. So feel free to pop in at any time between now and 1:30.
There you go. Miller Fabrication Solutions. Thanks so much, Rich, for coming in to visit with us. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160. Rich is one of many facilities here in Indiana County. Manufacturing goods for within industry and consumer goods as well. And so let's celebrate them all on Manufacturing Day. Fox News is coming up.